and welcome to the Homemade Podcast Sports. This is your host, J Pops. Back to the Homemade Podcast Sports. This is your host, J Pops. Guys, it is September 27th. It is officially the day after our very first game. Not really thrilled about it. I'm happy because of the victory, but I'm not happy at that offense. That offense looked terrible. But I will say this: it was the first game. It was just a very, very sloppy game. You can tell it was the first game, and it was just way too many turnovers. Also, it was just way too many drop passes, man. It was too many drop passes. Running game looked sharp though. Very thrilled at that. So at least I got that part right. Another thing, but before I get real deep off into the topic of discussion today. So I'm not going to say any names, but there was a gentleman that actually got heated in a debated discussion that we were having, and it was pertaining Kellen Mond's performance. But for whatever reason, it is a lot of guys that do not like Kellen Mond. Well, you know what? Hold on. Let me clear that up. I'm not going to say that. There's a lot of guys that do not like Kellen Mond at the quarterback position, which is the position that he got recruited at. He wasn't recruited by Jimbo Fisher. He was recruited by Kevin Sumlin. But what Jimbo Fisher has done is just kept him in and used him as a starter. So for the past 3 years, because it's Jimbo Fisher's third year now, everybody wants to bench Kellen Mond. And what's crazy to me is that our own fan base has came out with a hashtag bench Mond. I cannot believe that. Do not like that. I just want to say this here is that Kellen Mond loves you guys and will do anything to see this Aggie team get victories, as well as being a starter, man. I'm pretty sure he hears and maybe reads the same thing, you know, that we all read out there. But man, that guy has got to be the most scrutinized player in his own fan base than anybody that I know of. I'm going to take you guys back to when Jalen Hurts was quarterback at Alabama. And I heard a lot from that fan base as well. Oh, man, we got that running back playing quarterback. Jalen Hurts, like I said on the last few podcasts, man, that guy was surrounded by talent. You know, I think I was talking about Jay Coker and Blake Sims at Alabama. He's surrounded by talent. He took the good, the bad with the ugly. Nick Saban done the same thing. Nick Saban took the good, the bad with the ugly, and he made it all work. So what Jalen Hurts had a defense, okay? I'm not trying to compare Kellen Mond to Jalen Hurts, by all means. I did not say that, all right? Also, I'm not trying to compare Kellen Mond to Johnny Manziel. I did not say that. For whatever reason, when we were discussing some things, I told some guys that we did not know what Johnny Manziel had. Okay, that game against Florida, Johnny Manziel was okay. Did we know going into the next following game Johnny Manziel had the potential to beat Alabama? Hell no. It's not a fan in that ag community that can tell me that they knew that Johnny Manziel was going to go out and beat Alabama. Shock the world, literally. Okay? There's not a fan on this earth that can tell me that. What happened was that that was just a thought out game plan by our offense coordinator that just potentially just knew what he was doing, okay, and caught Alabama off guard. All right. So, like I say, once again, I'm not trying to compare Kellen Mond to Johnny Manziel because there's no comparison at all right there. None at all. What I'm saying is that we have to get behind this young man and show this young man that although if he has a bad game, do not give up. We're right behind you. That is true fans. We cannot be the irate fans. I cannot stand it. I hate irate fans that just, well, I just want to see somebody else. Jalen Hurts stayed in at Alabama into the national title game, and then they brought in Tua Tagovailoa. The reason why he stayed playing the season so long was because of simple fact that Nick Saban wasn't trying to hear what anybody else said. Okay? Nick Saban may have wanted to make a change. He may have, but Nick Saban knew what he had with Jalen Hurts compared to Tua Tagovailoa, who was a freshman that didn't really know the playbook all the way like that. So I hear a lot of you guys saying bench Kellen Mond for Haynes King, but I'm another one. I don't want Haynes King to start right away. Although I know Haynes King is good and he has the potential to be another Johnny Manziel or even better, in my opinion, especially when he learns that playbook and comes and ready to play. He's going to be way better than Manziel. Okay? I don't want him to start right off the bat just because of the simple fact that some fans are fed up with Kellen Mond for what his production has been. Okay? So what? Also, we cannot keep on blaming Kellen Mond for everything. That game last night, that was sloppy on offense, period, overall. The only thing that looked sharp was our running game, which I was right about. I wasn't right about the passing, but I could have been if it wouldn't have been for those turnovers, if it wouldn't have been for those drop passes. You understand what I'm saying? You guys cannot keep on putting everything on Kellen Mond. And I hear it all. Oh, man, these Kellen Mond apologists. Where they at? What? Aggie community, man. What? Come on now. Stop that. Stop that. And I hear it all the time about, well, man, you can say what you want to say. Kellen Mond ain't it. He's not a leader. We need to get him out of there. We need to put Haynes King in. It's no coach on this earth that is going to give you guys what you guys want. Why? Because you guys aren't coaching the game, man. There's no coach in this world that's going to give you guys what you want. No, not at all. The good coaches, and even NFL-wise, the good coaches, they're going to play a quarterback that fits their scheme set overall, okay? Also, they're not just going to throw in freshmen like that if they don't have to, okay? So once again, the game last night, it was real sloppy. It was real sloppy. Kellen Mond had 2 fumbles. I will say that. I was very, very disappointed in that, but that's just called ball security. All right? He has to protect the football better. Okay? So those were 2 turnovers. Also, the run out the end zone and the block in the back by the punt return that resulted into 2 points. I've never, ever seen that in my life of watching football. So I don't know how in the hell that happened. I really have to do some research on that because I have no clue of how you can get 2 points from making an illegal block in the back. In the end zone. What? Now, should he have ran the ball from out the end zone? No. But he was just trying to make a play. Understand that this is still the first game. Guys need to find themselves on offense. Okay? On offense. Another thing that I'm very upset about is that it was no Demond Demas. Do you not know that I've been anticipating that guy for a long ass time? It was no Demond Demas. I've yet to know what actually happened. I have heard some comments that notifies that they didn't put him in there because they didn't have anywhere to fit him at, which is totally bogus. So I don't know. Hopefully Jimbo Fisher made a decision to say, you know what, Demas, just hold on. I don't want you to start this game. I want you to start the next game against Alabama. Why? Because you're going to be a secret weapon. Okay? That is what I'm predicting. I wasn't right about these score predictions, I can tell you that, because the score I predicted was 41-3. I knew it probably wasn't going to be 41 when they went up to 5 points all of a sudden. But that's okay. Like I say, with a few of those, with those 3 turnovers that could have been touchdowns, hell, the game could have been like 41-3. I will say that. The game could have been like 41-3. If it wasn't for the 3 turnovers and a couple of drop passes, in which I will keep on saying the offense looked sloppy. I'm very, very disappointed in that offense. They look sloppy, but at the end of the day, I'm not disappointed in that defense because I got that right. I told you guys that we were probably going to have a shutdown defense. Regardless to who the opponent was, I don't give a rat's ass on who the opponent was at the end of the day. It was Vanderbilt, which everybody believes who was supposed to be a pushover. I don't give a shit. It's still an SEC opponent. This is a conference-only schedule, okay? Conference-only schedule. We were ranked, people. We were ranked number 10 at that. We have a strong target on our back that represents a top 10 team. Everybody is going to give it their best when they play your ass. All right? Especially when you're in the top 10. Everybody's going to come at you. Everybody wants the best of that, and everybody wants to beat you. Prime example, we seen that with Mississippi State and LSU yesterday. And what's crazy to me is that I'm hearing a lot of people give LSU excuses on their loss. What? Are we really giving LSU an excuse on their loss? It's nobody that can tell me that they predicted LSU to freaking lose to Mississippi State and Mike Leach. I heard one excuse that say, oh, well, LSU was playing a pirate. Man, come on, man. If you don't get out of here with that nonsense, stop it, man. Get out of here with that nonsense, man. Those were the reigning defending national champions. You know how many goddamn 4 and 5 stars on that team compared to Mississippi State? Stop it, man. And then there was Mike Leach at the end of the day. Don't get me wrong, Mike Leach is known for beating ranked teams. Mike Leach isn't known for beating top 10 teams, let alone number 6 team and let alone LSU team. Although they had a lot of opt-outs, and that is what I was trying to get at when I made a podcast a couple of weeks ago. But anyways, for whatever reason, LSU is getting all the credit in the world for losing their game. That shit is crazy to me, man. That is crazy to me. And then they lost by 10 points, people. It was a 44-34 score. Really? And then Miles Brennan got sacked 7 times. Really? But then everybody jumps on Texas A&M ass for winning 17-12. Damn, man, at least we got the win. At least the defense showed up, in which I knew they were. And it was Derek Mason and Vanderbilt. I don't care at the end of the day, man. I do not care. A win is a win. It was a 17-12 win, which was a sloppy-ass game. That is what I'm so upset about, is that the simple fact that the game was sloppy. It was 3 turnovers. Like I said, if it wasn't for those 3 turnovers, it would have been a blowout-ass victory. Because I'm going to go down some stats here that's going to prove that. One stat I'm going to give you is that Texas A&M punted the ball 2 damn times. 2 times, man. 2. Okay? They punted the ball 2 times. Also, football is played by a team. It's not just a one-man wrecking crew. So I would not place that blame on just one person. I'm sorry, man. That's not me. I'm not you trying to take up for Kellen Mond. No. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to tell you that it was just the offense that was bullshit at the end of the day. Excuse my language, but I'm fired up. It was just the offense that was bullshit at the end of the day, man. They were totally bullshit. But it was the first game. Okay? It wasn't any missed tackles, though, like I've been seeing for the past couple of weeks. So I will give Texas A&M that. I love that about them. They look so advantage-wise on defense that it was crazy. And shout out to that defensive backfield. The little freshman for Vanderbilt, which was Seals, a pretty good kid. He's going to be pretty tough over there. But he only had 150 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Okay, compared to Kellen Mond, which was the senior. And I know this is why a lot of people are mad. I know this is why a lot of people are mad. I know that. 17 out of 28, 189 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. But it was an improvement on that offensive line that I like. Yeah, I know we played against Vanderbilt once again. I don't care. You know how many sacks they only had on Kellen Mond? One. No knockdowns that I seen. No knockdowns. Very poised in the pocket. What I didn't like that Kellen Mond did, though, was threw the ball on one of those plays. That's the bullshit that I had out of him right there. He threw the ball on one of those plays, and we all seen that big ass green grass field where he could have just ran. But his decision making and how quick he was getting the ball out was what I was talking about. So that was a change. I read everything with the comments. All same quarterback still haven't changed. No, he's changed on his release. I will say that he's changed on his release. You know. Also, I'm hearing a lot of people that's already saying that we're going to get blown out by Alabama. And, we're already telling ourselves that we're going to lose, guys. I'm gonna tell you this. We have to cut that bullshit out. If we want guys to come and play at Texas A&M, we have to cut that bullshit out, and we have to support them all the way, man. We cannot keep doing that bullshit. And I don't want to hear that old excuse. Well, every fan base is like, I don't care, man. We're not every fan base. We're not every fan base. We are considered the top 5 fan base in college football, man. I'm sorry, top 10 fan base in all of college football. This the 12th man. We're a freaking community. Yes, we're fed up with a lot of shit. We haven't won a title since 1936. I understand that. So we're fed up at the end of the day. But I won't give up. I'm not giving up on Jimbo Fisher. And I will say this. That's the most heated I've seen him. Now, Jimbo Fisher ain't going to get mad like Nick Saban and a lot more other guys that kind of just show their frustration. He will not do that. He's not going to show those facial expressions. But I heard it in his voice yesterday when he done that damn interview after the game. He said, no, man, a lot of turnovers. We got a lot to fix if we going to play this goddamn schedule that we got in conference this year. And he was determined, and he was also for real about that. You guys can believe that or not. But I saw it in his face. I noticed the reaction. He was not thrilled. He said, hell no, man. We got to fix that. And he said, that's on me. I'm the coach. I got to fix that. And that's true. Also, we're just going to have to fix our offense coordinating plays. All right? That's just that. We're going to have to run a lot of zone reads to throw some defenses off. But like I say, once again, I'm so upset that we did not have Demond Demas in there. But I will tell you this, Jalen Preston, I think he dropped about he dropped about 1-2 passes that was really kind of crazy to me, man. But another one is Caleb Chapman. He got 1 touchdown. Be on the lookout for him. I did not like that he dropped so many wide open passes, man. I think he dropped about 2 of them where he was just literally wide open. But The receivers have to get into a rhythm. It's the first game as starters, man. The first game as starters. I'm still high on my Aggies. I'm going to tell you this too. My prediction is still, we're going to see at the end of this, it's still right about where I have my Aggies at. Either number 1 or number 2 in the SEC West. LSU is already lost. Okay? They're already 0-1. LSU has already lost. All right? We didn't look very good offensively. I understand that. Next game, we're gonna see what happens next game. I have no doubt in my mind that Jimbo Fisher will get that corrected. Even if we have to just run zone reads with a total passing yards of 100. I don't give a shit. I bet you we'll fix it. I bet you we'll fix it. We can run zone reads all goddamn game. If that's what's going to win us the game, then I'm all for it. Because you know what? That defense this year, that defense lived up to the hype that I said it was going to live up to. And that was just with one game. Also, we're going to go to the Georgia game because I heard this one too. It's very interesting. Do you not see how dominant Georgia was? Georgia was not dominant, people. Georgia was not dominant at all. You know what? You know what the score was at the end of the half with Georgia? It was the same damn thing we had. 7-5. Okay, 7-5. All right. The only thing that was dominant was the defense. It was still 7-5. Georgia didn't get rolling until the second half. Total passing yards that they had was about 211, I think. 2 total touchdowns. Not too far from what we had. Okay? 211 yards, 2 total touchdowns. I think scores like 37-10. They won by 27, so don't you get me wrong on that. They won by 27. At the end of the day, Georgia was not dominant. Georgia was not dominant. All right? Damn good defensively, though, but Georgia was not dominant. Wasn't dominant on offense at all. That was pretty crazy to me. Guys had just really thought that, man, but I'm so tired of hearing that much flat. Hold on. So let me go down a couple of stats. So also let me go to the total yardage in that game. Georgia versus Arkansas. Go ahead and go to some stats on that. All right. So Georgia stats. Georgia only had 387 yards total. All right, 266 passing yards. So I'm sorry, I got that off. I said 211, it was 266. 121 rushing yards. Arkansas, 280 total yards, 203 passing yards, 77 rushing yards. So this is the thing that got me, because guys saying that they were dominant. So this thing that got me. So Georgia had 19 first downs, Arkansas 15. Georgia was 6 out of 20 on third downs. Do you know how horrible that is? Do you guys know how horrible that is? 6 out of 20 on third downs. 6 out of 20, man. 2 out of 3 on fourth downs. That's fine. 89 total plays. Arkansas only had 67. Georgia punted the ball 7 times. Arkansas punted 9 times. 1 fumble loss, 1 interception thrown. Time possession 35-46. Interceptions thrown by Arkansas though was 3. 3 interceptions thrown. That was a dominant game, though. All right. Wait a minute. So now I'm going to go to the big boy. Number 2 team in the nation. One that everyone is home. And Nick Saban himself said, man, we're just trying to see where we were at. Things like that. So, first of all, Alabama's defense gave up 19 points. I don't give a damn if it was trash or what with the second team. I don't care. Nick Saban's defense gave up 19 points. All right, so we're going to go to a couple of stats there. Stats. And they were playing Mizzou, another first-year head coach. First-year head coach, another one. Hold on. So let's get to it. Total yards for Alabama, which I like, but we all had knew what they would come with. 414 yards, 303 passing yards, 111 rushing yards. 111 rushing yards for Alabama. Mizzou, total yards, 322, 253 yards passing, 69 rushing yards. First downs, Alabama, 22. Third downs, 9 out of 14. Fourth down conversions, of course, they didn't have to go for it. 6-8 total plays, 3 punts, 1 fumble loss. So we're not the only team that's turning the ball over, people. We just haven't thrown an interception. Hopefully we keep going on it. But listen, this is what they gave up to Mizzou. 20 first downs, 8 out of 16 on third downs, 2 out of 3 on fourth down, 73 total plays, 3 punts. They only punted the ball 3 times. 2 fumbles lost, no interceptions thrown. And that was the number 2 team in the league. They gave up 19 when they were supposed to be I believe, 30 or I think a 30-point favorite or 40-point favorite or something like that. And they were playing Mizzou. Also with LSU. LSU was like a 20-something point favorite. Number 6 team in the land. 20-some point favorite. Gave up 44 points and lost. And I just want to name like the top teams. The top teams. That's it. I just wanted to do the top teams. So I'm going to give you our stats. And I want you guys to hear me out and listen to me, okay? 255 yards given up to Vanderbilt. 150 passing yards. 105 rushing yards given up, though. 17 first downs. To our 17's first downs. So that's Vanderbilt had 255 total yards. Texas A&M had 372 total yards. Not too far from Alabama. Once again, 189 passing yards though. That's what everybody wants to flack on. I know. 183 rushing yards for A&M. So now I'm going to take the positive with the positive is that both sides were balanced. Okay? Both sides were balanced. 189 passing, which ain't good, but like I say, if it wouldn't have been for a couple of drop balls and turnovers, that could have shot up to like 250. All right? You guys can believe that or not. I don't care. You guys can believe that or not. It would have shot up to like about 250. 189 passing yards, 183 rushing yards. 17 first down, 4 out of 10 on third downs, though. That is what's killing us. 4 out of 10 on third downs. We have to fix that quick. 67 plays for Vandy, 55 total plays for us. 6 punts that we made Vanderbilt do. We made Vandy punt 6 times. Alabama made Mizzou punt 3 times. 3. Our punts only 2 times. That is what we're so frustrated about. We only punted the damn ball 2 times, man. 3 fumbles lost, though. That's what's aggravating. That's just called ball security. I bet you your ass they're going to practice that all goddamn week long. Ball security. Vandy dominated the time of possession, though. I will give them that. Only because we kept on turning the damn ball over. All right? So that is what I'm getting at. It wasn't a bad game. It's just, it was bad offense. Passing. Isaiah Spiller, though, 8 carries, 117 yards. I told you guys Isaiah Spiller was going to be a monster. I was right about the backfield. I was right about them running backs. Anaya Smith, 10 for 51, 1 touchdown. Kellerman, 7 for 18. Not good. I want him to zone read that ball more often. I want him to take off running more often. But this is our receivers, though. This is what caught me. 4 for 40. Caleb Chapman, 1 touchdown. Jalen Preston, 4 for 39. Chase Lane, 3 for 38. Anaya Smith, 2 for 27. Cam Brown, which is one we're waiting, 2 for 26. Watermeyer, 2 for 19. That was so disappointing. He had about 2 or 3 drop passes. That was so disappointing. That's okay, though. That's okay. Our guys have to get into a rhythm. Defense, though. That was an all-around, all-out team effort on defense on how the way they were making tackles together. It is not one player on this tackle list on defense that had over 5 tackles. I love that. Everybody was pretty consistent. It wasn't just a one-man army out there. Leon O'Neal, though, how the way he was getting in the backfield, I love it. I love it. And I knew that Leon O'Neal was going to have a breakout performance. 1 interception for him as well, though. I knew he was going to have a breakout performance. Jalen Jones looks like that guy did not want to throw the ball to the side. He's going to be another shutdown. So what I will say is this, man. You guys, we're going to build off this win. We're going to build off a whole lot of goddamn mistakes, too. A whole lot of freaking mistakes. I'm so disappointed at those mistakes. Like I say, once again, I'm upset with you guys. I do not like it. I do not like it. I do not like it. But this is the SEC, and this is what it comes with. We have a target on our back, and we're the number 10 team. Will Miami jump us, though, in the polls with that big-ass win that they had? Yeah, probably so, but Florida State, they just aren't a good ball club at this point. I don't know what's going on with them, but we aren't making a podcast on Florida State. All right. A lot of teams got upset, though. LSU was one of them because we're just staying in the SEC here. But outside of the SEC, Oklahoma, that's the 2nd year in a row they didn't lost Kansas State. So, I mean, like I say, man, I'm not thrilled about the win, but I'm happy that we're 1-0. Because I can tell you one thing. If we were 0-1 going into the game against Alabama, boy, you can bet your ass. Shit. Woo. Well, there's going to be a whole lot of fire riding on our ass that game. If we were 0-1 going into there. But for the most part, though, we only gave up 12 points. And we only gave up 1 touchdown. That's it. We only gave up 1 touchdown. Defense, I commend you guys on that. I love it. I love it. I love it. And if for this year, if the defense is just going to be the fiery guys to come out and put in all the work, then hell, so be it. I'm totally fine with it. Because like I told you, hey, I'm not perfect, but I was damn sure right about that defense, though. I was damn sure right about that defense. I ain't perfect at the end of the day, man. But I was damn sure right about that defense, and I knew what I seen. I knew what I seen. Regardless of the opt-outs, I knew what I seen on that defense. Offense, we still got to put that shit together. And once again, it is not because of Kellen Mond that the offense isn't going right. Offense is a team effort. That O-line, though, I was right about that one. That O-line looks good. O-line, keep up the good work. Please do that. They look good. They look damn good. Once again, I do not want Haynes King to be thrown into the fire so quick. I'm sorry. If for anything, now if Jimbo Fisher does decide to pull Kellen Mond at any point in the season, put Zach Zelzada in. I do not want Haynes King right now. I just feel like we need to sit him down. We need to still fully coach him. That's the thing about this, man. You throw in raw talent all day long, and what happens is that if that raw talent gets out there and potentially, gets injured, you ultimately have to go back to the same personnel, man. So I don't want that. Also, if you throw him out there, he's going to look like a deer in the headlights. That some of you guys would say about Kellen Mond, but he's going to look like a deer in the headlights because he does not know where every receiver will be. Okay? I want Haynes King to sit back and continue to learn. If you guys have seen Patrick Mahomes in the NFL with the Kansas City Chiefs, he sat back behind Alex Smith for a whole year and learned. He learned. That is what it's about. It's about learning your scheme, learning your playbook, and things of that nature. So I don't just want to be thrown in there. So I support Jimbo Fisher the whole way. Darryl Dickey, now does he need to start kind of getting that playbook worked out and fix all the, the entanglements in there? Yes. I do honestly agree on that one. Once again, I'm not happy about that, about how the way we played that game, because it was very, very sloppy, man. Very, very sloppy. I will say this though: if we have no turnovers against Alabama, now I'm looking forward to be a close game. I can't make any predictions at the moment because of what I just seen in the first game. But Alabama does look like a team that has their shit together at the end of the day offensively. So that's going to be something challenging to our defense. But if our defense holds up like they done in this game, then it's going to be challenging for those guys as well. Waddle, I know what he's doing. We've been knew what he was doing since last year. So that's not going to be a surprise to me. If we can get Jalen Jones or Leon O'Neal to cover him really good throughout the field and make some contested catches, if they're 50-50 balls, if we can make them throw some 50-50 balls and we'll at least get one or two of them knocked out, it's going to be a long game, man. It's going to be a long-ass game. And I want to see that. I'm ready to see that matchup. I'm not going to say we're going to lose the game. I just can't give any bold prediction at the moment. But I will say this, though. If it's 10-7 with either team leading going into the fourth quarter, my predictions were dead ass on point. It's a race between the number 1 and number 2 spot with Alabama and Texas A&M. I would not count out Auburn. I seen what they did with Bo Nix, but they were another one that did not look too good. They pulled away pretty late, but they did not look good as well. Bo Nix, he had a career high, but they did not look too sharp as well. He had 3 touchdowns though, so I will give him that. But they didn't look good. Florida, I'm watching those guys. They put up 51 points. Kyle Trask is going to be a mother. He's going to be a mother. But they also come to Kyle Field. Like I say, this defense if this defense stays locked down, then we can make our push in the SEC, man. We can make our push in that SEC like no other. If that defense just stays how the way it is, and that offense at least starts to catch the ball and they put in some zone reads for Kellen Mond, man, we can go out right. I know a lot of you guys just still don't believe in Kellen Mond. That's fine, man. But at the end of the day, we're gonna roll with whoever Jimbo Fisher rolls with. I will not keep on saying week in, bench him. I will not do that. I go for the whole team. I just want to see Demond Demas out there. Please give me that. Please give me Demond Demas. Give me him. Please put him out there. Another one, Demond Demas. Put him out there. I like to see a 3-headed monster. I want to see that. I want to see a 3-headed monster. Like I say, we had over 180 plus rushing yards for the game. And speaking on Alabama now, Alabama only had 111. Najee Harris looked good, though. He had 3 touchdowns. He did not get 100 yards, though, but he had 3 touchdowns. So another thing, too, though, you have to understand with these guys, Jimbo Fisher and Nick Saban, they know each other. They're not going to show the whole playbook. We know that we have to go up against each other next game. We're not going to show the whole thing. We're not. I'm sorry, guys. We can want as many points as we want to. It was going to be style points. I know how that goes. We want to see just an explosive offense. Just at least give us that. I feel your pain. But wait until next week. I'll be ready. 2:30 p.m. Trust me, I will have on my game day attire. I will be ready. I will be making another. So just be on the lookout for that. Also, guys, I want to make this one remark to a guy that put some out there. He told me, he told me this here. Screw your podcast. You need to stop doing it. You don't know what you're talking about. And nobody watches that at all. And then he blocked me. Nah, the guy is so social media has just got all out of hand now. It's very, very touchy. And with me, myself, I'm respectful as possible, and I'm going to stay that way. I will not go out of character with you guys. I'm going to stay respectful at the end of the day. All right? But what I will say is this. Watch what you say to others because you will regret it. Okay? Please watch what you say to others out of frustration because you will regret it. Regardless if you guys disagree on stuff, do not take it overboard and start putting out your personal things. All right? Stop it, guys. I'm telling you this again, man. Stop it. And there was somebody in my Aggie community, and that's why I said, man, as long as we act like this, recruits are going to shy away from coming to Texas A&M University because of some of the fans that we have. So, to the guys that watch, I thank you guys very much. Keep on supporting the Homemade Podcast Sports. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I will not shy away from that, guys. I love it. I love it to death. And I will keep on bringing more and more quality content for you guys about Texas A&M. Why? Because I have not seen a podcast yet about Texas A&M. I don't know what that issue may have been, but this might just be a blessing to me. So I thank you guys for tuning in and making the view counts go up. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Once again, I thank you guys. And it's the hashtag Homemade Podcast Sports. From now on, ever since he said that too, I will be bringing something on game day before the game. Please be on the lookout for that. Once again, it's the hashtag Homemade Podcast Sports. Please, guys, follow me on Facebook at hashtag Homemade Podcast Sports. Follow me on Instagram at jpops2020. Also, follow me on Twitter at jpops05. I love you guys, and I thank you. And to my Aggie community, I thank you guys. I understand your frustration with Kelly Munn, Jimbo Fisher. But, guys, all I'm saying is this. We're going to agree to disagree, but just keep on riding. All right? Keep on riding. That is what they need. They need support even when they feel like they don't have it. Keep riding, riding, riding until the wheels fall off. It's been a long time, but, guys, we're going to get there. Once again, the hashtag Homemade Podcast Sports with your host, J Pops. Thanks, hashtag Gigamaggots. And thank you guys for tuning in to the hashtag Homemade Podcast Sports. Please, guys, subscribe to the YouTube page and also follow me on Twitter at JPops, on Instagram at JPops, and also on Facebook at hashtag Homemade Podcast Sports. Thank you guys once again, hashtag Gigamaggots.